You are more attractive than you actually think. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are more attractive than you actually think. I guarantee you. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, all eyes on me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say all eyes on me. Now, the reason why I tell you to say this is because you are turning more heads than you actually think. I promise you. More people pay attention to you than you even pay attention to yourself. And I get it. Maybe you're used to you. You're used to your hairdo. You're used to your smile. You're used to your figure. You are used to your personality. But family, newsflash, there are 8 billion to about 9 billion people within this world. They ain't used to you. You new to somebody. Yeah, you may be old to yourself. Yeah, you may be old to your friends and family. I'm not saying all your friends and family. I'm sure somebody love you. But what I'm saying is, y'all, is most times those who are closest to you can't see your greatness, can't see your beauty, can't see your cuteness, all right? All your sexiness, whatever it is, y'all, they can't see it. You know why? Because they're so close to you. And unfortunately, it's the same thing with even yourself. The reason why I'm making this video, y'all, number one is because we're on the new channel, Reno Speaks Life, and I covered this before on my other channel, but it's more people, a new audience, and not only that, y'all, but more individuals who need to be up on game when it comes to how attractive they are, especially when it comes to other individuals, all right? And then secondly, I want to leave this conversation open for both males and females, all right? Both genders. And the reason why I say this is because I know most women are going to connect with what I'm saying, but guys, you are more attractive than you think as well, bro. And it has nothing to do with just your looks, man. Personality, energy, all right? Your spirit, your leadership skills. The point is that I am leaving this conversation open for both genders, all right? So with that being said, family, nobody is left out. But like I said, I do know that more women are going to connect with what I'm saying. And that's cool, though. That's cool. But anyway, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this banger, all right? I hate to go into a long rant or intro, as some of y'all call it. But family, how y'all doing? What you got going on? I'm in your business. What y'all ate today, all right? For me, y'all, I had some meatballs, wieners, and some pasta salad, right? Because y'all know the championship game was yesterday, and I had some leftover food. Yeah, y'all, I ate some leftovers, like some of y'all do as well. But what y'all had to eat today, and you know how y'all day was, right? But that's a little bit about myself. We shooting the video for El Shaddai tomorrow. I'm excited about that, and yeah, y'all, we just getting to it. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into this banger, y'all. Number one, you have a beautiful spirit, all right? You have a beautiful spirit. So before we go to talking about on the outside and what you look like, your skin complexion, and you know who you favor, before we start talking about that, let's just talk about what's on the inside. Okay? Somebody drop in the comments and say what's on the inside is more important than what's on the outside. Or you can just simply say the inside is more important. Yeah, I like that better, y'all. We ain't gonna type up no paragraphs. But the inside is more important. And the reason why I say that is because the inside is very similar to a car, okay? The engine of a car, if you will. You take a 2010 Toyota and a 2020 Lamborghini. Most people gonna ride with the 2020 Lambo. You know what I'm saying? Reno, let me get that Lambo, bro. But if you want to be honest, all right, the 2010 Toyota is probably going to be better. Why? Because it has a better engine. And let me add to it, y'all. The 2020 Lambo has a messed up engine. Yeah, let's make sure we correct that. The 2020 Lambo has a messed up engine. Meanwhile, the 2010 Toyota still run like a sewing machine. All right, the engine of those cars represent the heart. See, some people are ugly on the inside. They look nice on the outside, 9s, 10s, okay? Nice figure, nice body, nice eyes, nice smile, okay? Ladies, maybe he got cars, money, respect, the whole nine, but ugly on the inside. You follow what I'm saying? Rena, what are you saying? See, when it comes to a person having a beautiful smile and a beautiful spirit, I'ma choose that spirit. What's on the inside of you? Who are you when nobody is looking? Do you have integrity and dignity? Do you treat people nice? Are you nice? Are you kind? Or are you a butthole? And see, you happen to be a kind individual, which makes you 1,000 times more attractive than what you think. You have a beautiful spirit. You follow what I'm saying? Somebody drop in the comments and say, my spirit is worth $1 million. Because it is. Your spirit is worth $1 million. You have a beautiful spirit and many individuals can see it. You follow what I'm saying? If you take a person who may not be the most attractive in the room, you know, the most beautiful, the most whatever, however, if they have a beautiful spirit, it's going to make them more attractive simply because of how they treat other individuals, simply because of how they carry themselves. Okay, family, you can take a woman or a man who's the most attractive of all individuals. If you place them in a position to where people can see who they are underneath the lights, look at their flaws, look at their energy, look at how they treat people, look at who they are, listen to their mindset. If it's ugly, it's going to make them ugly. And that's just not who you are. You have a beautiful spirit. You bring light. You follow what I'm saying? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 2, people stare at you for no reason, okay? People stare at you for no reason. Listen, y'all, I didn't make the rules, okay? However, when people are looking at you like this, it means more than just a person hating on you or disliking you. I'm not saying that this can't be the case ever, because it can. But most times, y'all, when people are staring at you for no reason, you are a total stranger. They are a stranger. They don't really know you like that. All right. Or maybe you the co-worker who come in and people are always looking at you. Maybe you always come in clean. And even if you have a uniform, you can be punctual. Family, I worked at the airport as a green coat. Some of y'all may know, some of y'all may not. But I worked as a green coat. And literally, we all wear the same things, but it's how you wear it. Some people looked like pure bums, not because they were incapable, but because they just didn't bathe that night. They didn't put it together. They don't wash their clothes. They don't take it to the cleaners. You follow what I'm saying? But you got people like your boy here. I kept my clothes washed. I took them to the cleaners. I always made sure that I was punctual. You follow what I'm saying? We wearing the same thing, but we ain't wearing it the same way. You got a different taste. You got a different swag. You follow what I'm saying? People stare at you for those particular reasons. Listen, y'all, on social media, most people scroll for no apparent reason, right? Most people scroll for no apparent reason. But here's the thing. That's what it appears to be. When people are scrolling and they stare at certain things for no reason, it's because it is appealing. All right? Think about when you looked at something and you didn't like it. Ew, you scroll past it, right? But when you scroll and you look at something and you stare at it, it's because it's something about it that you like. It's something about it that's attractive. It's something about it that's appealing. And that's the same thing with yourself. When people stare at you for no reason, y'all, understand something. You are more attractive than you think. They see something on you that they like. Number 3 is going to be this right here, family. People become anxious or nervous around you. All right, let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, people become anxious or nervous around you. This right here is important to know because you may think that people are being strange and weird for no apparent reason. But sometimes, y'all, I know a lot of ladies go through this. It's because you are attractive. I'm not saying that men don't go through this because I've had women around me who were nervous and, kind of anxious because of how I look. However, when it comes down to it, more women are probably going to experience this simply because men want certain things from women, such as sex, such as a date, but mainly sex. Just being honest. The reality is that when people are around you and they don't understand how to handle those emotions, handle those feelings and those, hormones and stuff like that, people are showing you without telling you that, hey, I think you are attractive. Anytime you are around a person who's not perceived as attractive, you ain't gonna be nervous. Think about a person who's unattractive. Are you nervous around them? Just naturally. Just naturally, right? No, you're not. Why? Because you don't feel like they have something, being worthy of being nervous over, okay? You don't feel like they are placing you in position to have to come with your best. And if anything, you lucky to have me in your presence. You follow what I'm saying? Not on no cocky stuff, but that's just what the human mind thinks naturally, okay? Naturally. Think about the job you really wanted. Yeah. And think about when they ask you those questions. You trying to get an A. We ain't even in school, y'all. This is not even a test. All right. These are other human beings just asking you questions. You trying to get an A on the test. Be at the least. All right. Be at the least. What I'm saying is that when you want something really bad, it's going to cause you to be a little anxious. When you want to impress something or someone really bad, it's going to cause you to be a little nervous. And that's what I'm saying with yourself, family. You are more attractive than you think. People become anxious and nervous around you, just like a person who wants a job really bad. Number 4 is coming this right here, y'all. You receive more invitations than you can count. You follow what I'm saying? You receive more invitations than you can count. So I'm talking about dates. I'm talking about parties, work gatherings, special events, ceremonies. All right. Male or female. You're like a trophy for certain individuals, okay? There's a reason why women have escorts with them. I'm not talking about sex workers, but just straight up escorts. There's a movie that Kelly Rowland played in, and Dwayne Martin. He was like this escort, or it's called a seat filler. But things like that, those big ceremonies and events, it make the woman look good, especially if she's single and she don't have a high profile man or something like that. Give her a seat filler. You follow what I'm saying? Like an escort, a person who's just gonna be like a trophy. All right. Same thing with a man. Okay. He have certain women who's on his arm as a trophy. All right. They're getting invited out because they are attractive. You think they're gonna have just anybody being their escort or anybody, hanging around them as a trophy? No, it's not gonna happen. All right. They need an attractive seat filler. They need an attractive trophy, all right? And even if you just go into basic events, you make people look good, bottom line. But I want y'all to drop this down below in the comments. I'm more than a trophy. So you are more than just allowing somebody to use you for your looks, use you for your energy, use you for your heart, use you because you're going to make them have a better perception that night. You follow what I'm saying? So yes, you are more than a trophy, but what I am saying is some people want to use you as a trophy. That's another sign that you are more attractive than you think. Number 5, y'all, which is going to be the last one, compliments. Okay, compliments. Now, I know a lot of ladies probably get more compliments, but the thing is for ladies is that sometimes y'all can't receive the compliments because if you hear this every day, all day, you stop hearing it, right? And another thing with women is it sounds better and it hit better and hit harder coming from a man that they actually care about. Women get told that they're beautiful all the time by these random guys. And I'm not saying they don't like the attention, but I think it really hit hard when it's that guy that she actually like, when it's that guy she actually love, when it's that guy, especially real women, okay? I ain't talking about B's and H's out here, y'all. We're going to keep it clean for the YouTube, but I ain't talking about, women who are not of substance. Let's keep it classy. But anyway, y'all, the point is that when you receive compliments, males or females, this is a clear indication, all right, that you are more attractive than you think. Have you ever just been minding your business? You done went to the grocery store? Yep. You done went to the barber shop, or you fresh out the barber shop, my guy. You fresh out the beauty salon, my girl. You are just fresh out of doing whatever it is, you out and about, and you just minding your business. Somebody walk up to you and tell you, hey, I like the hat you got on. They think you are attractive. Hey, I love your smile. They think you are attractive. I absolutely appreciate you in that color. They think that you are attractive. Anytime they're giving you a compliment, most times, y'all, they think that you are attractive. Sometimes, y'all, people are too prideful, or either they just don't want to do too much, because we live in a world where there's a bunch of creeps. All right. So some people are just not going to be able to either give you a compliment or even receive it well, because they don't know what your intentions are. And that's on both sides. But sometimes, y'all, people just may tell you, hey, I like this particular piece on you. Or they may come out and say that you're beautiful or handsome. Either way it go, that's a clear indication that you are more attractive than you think. You walked outside the house and you was like, man, I ain't feeling myself. You ever notice, like, the day where you went outside, you went to the grocery store, you went to a party, you went whatever, okay, and you probably wasn't feeling yourself, but it seems like when you ain't feeling yourself, everybody else love you. Family, that's another sign that you are more attractive than you think, okay? And you receive those compliments. But the problem is you probably can't receive it or even take it in because you don't believe it about yourself. And that's why I'm here, family. I want you to understand something. You deserve those compliments. You deserve people, walking up to you, telling you that you're beautiful, you're handsome. You deserve it. You deserve it. You got to know it, though. You follow what I'm saying? And once again, y'all, that's why I'm here. So yes, family, you are more attractive than you think. And here's another recap of how you know. Number one, you have a beautiful spirit. Number two, people stare at you for no reason. Number three, people become anxious or nervous around you. Number four, you receive more invitations than you can count. And number five, y'all, compliments, all right? Compliments. With that being said, family, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all go to richmentalityatiger.com. Get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy. You can check out any one of my books, family, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.